It's ironic that the election still hasn't been resolved here in the middle of November, and we all voted several weeks ago, or maybe even early voted before that. The interesting thing, and I certainly haven't done the research to go in and look at election by election, but President Trump, at the very least, is behind, if not has already lost the election. But the Republicans held on to the Senate and gained seats in the House of Representatives. Now, this is unusual for a few reasons. One, it's almost never happened, maybe never happened historically, where a president doesn't win a second term and that same party gains seats in Congress. Secondly, it's unusual because up until this election, President Trump has really been a benefit to those lower elections when he campaigned with people. If he campaigned 2 years ago with a senator, they were far more likely to win because they had him there than they do now, than if they didn't have him there. It's extremely unusual that this election flipped gears and basically announced to the country, we don't want Trump, but we do want Republicans. That's unusual because up until this election, Trump has been the biggest advantage that the Republicans had. Trump was the one that was getting people out to vote. That doesn't mean there's any election fraud or any drama or anything wrong with the results. But it's very interesting, and I've had trouble the last couple of weeks wrapping my head around how does Trump lose but the Republicans gain traction. Just a thought, it's unusual. And I don't think that any of these legal challenges will change that result. But it really means that this election was not lost because Trump didn't get the Republican vote. It was probably independents and those who didn't vote in the past came out and said, we don't want Trump, but we do like what these other Republicans are saying, which is certainly a shift of gear, a noticeable shift of gear for all people who have voted Republican in the past. Anyway, I'm Justin Struble with BSG Advisors. I'm not a broker, I'm a fixer.